些商人能帮你搞到几乎任何东西，尤其是那些不寻常的家伙。
如果你不怕死，可以去问问他们手上都有什么。
这一切都很危险，尤其是如果你喝醉了 augmented， 夜间在游教地区独自行走。
对呀，我也一直听说这边的人时常失踪。你真的认为受割者跟这些事件有关？
谁知道呢？不过你要是想安全点，就待在俱乐部里。这里酒吧的老板专门关照从上城区来这里找乐子的人。
钱让鬼推磨。
求求你了，你肯定有些零钱可以帮帮我的。
Good job, Lao Wei. I see you found the first relay. Now hack it and turn off its security protocols.
Access granted.
One down, two to go, my friend.
Access granted.
Good. Second relay is down. Only one remaining.
Access granted.
Excellent work. I'm starting the triangulation now. Should have a location very soon. And I've got it. Jaya is hiding in an apartment building called the Hengsha Court Gardens in the Yuzhou district. I'm sending you her coordinates. Get over there and get us the money she owes.
Who are you? Another one of Tong's thugs? Well, get out! I told him I won't pay another credit.
Look, I know this is not an ideal situation, and I'm not proud that I gotta do this. But Tong's crew wants the money you owe them.
Oh, you poor boy. Having trouble dealing with the dirty job you have to do? And I should feel sorry for you? Reality check, taxman. You're here to steal money from me.
Stealing? They got you the augmentation you needed, and they expect you to pay for it. Not the most charitable thing to do, but I would hardly call it stealing.
Are you really that gullible? Tong doesn't run a buy now, pay later operation. It's more like a buy now, pay forever. Listen, I just started as a broker. Most other brokers come from rich families. They paid for augments that give them an incredible edge in the business. There's no way I could afford anything like that through legal channels.
So you cut a deal with a crime syndicate.
I didn't study this hard to end up with nothing. Once I made enough money, I offered to pay for the aug. But no, what they want is part of my monthly profits. They say they're entitled to it since it's their upgraded enhancement chip that helped me make that money.
Couldn't you work without the augment? You wouldn't have gotten into so much trouble if you'd played by the rules.
Play by the rules? Let me tell you a little story about playing by the rules. I come from a poor family. My father, my mother, my 2 sisters, and 3 brothers, none of them ever amounted to much. When I tried to do better, when I made efforts in school, they said I was wasting my time. I got into business school, and again, they said I was wasting my time. That I could never compete with all those rich kids and their tutors and extra classes.
But you did.
I did. I finished top of my class, without the extra help and special attention, only through blood, sweat, and tears. And then what did my classmates do? They cheated. They once again bought their way to success. And what did my family say? That I had wasted my time. I was just supposed to accept defeat after all the efforts I've made? No. No way.
How much are they asking from you?
A couple hundred credits every month. Doesn't look like much, but in the long run, let's just say they've made a very lucrative deal. Especially if you consider I'm not their only client.
How did you meet Tong?
The same way most people end up meeting Tong. I was hurt, and one of his hounds smelled blood. They came to me and offered me help. I was intelligent enough to know it was a bad idea, but angry enough not to care.
Listen, maybe I can speak to one of Tong's men. Try and get you off the hook.
You would do that? I thought you were just another one of his mindless thugs. It's hard to properly express what this could mean for me.
Don't thank me yet. I can't guarantee they'll listen, but I'll try.
Access granted.
I don't have no freaking sponsors. Let's get back to talking smack. Should David Sarah be wary of children? I feel weird even talking about this because when it's all said and done, Sarah and Sal were cut from the same cloth. And that cloth is a blood-soaked one, people. Not only because they're both CEOs who profit off people carving themselves up and attaching mechanical toys to their bodies, but because they both answer to our overlords, or order lords, as I like to call them. Hey, look, at the end of the day, one of these two biotech corporations will have a monopoly over the industry. And we all know whoever
Access granted.
There's more of this to come, followers, so stay locked in.
来这里买，通
这
宵一夜
个地方。叫恒沙，不过现在也可以叫泰永了。最近只见过他们的人在这做生意。
其实，大永机械把大部分的钱都偷到了恒沙上城区的建设。他们为什么不尽可能的公治整个景值呢？
我没想到你会这么说，这又不是独裁。我们得维持市场一直处于竞争状态，这样才能避免经济崩溃。泰永现在就像一群鲨鱼，吞噬着竞争对手。
你想说的应该是怪兽吧？他们的做法比鲨鱼们很多了。
And it's time that we as a species stepped up to make things better. Our best chance at doing this is to modify ocean temperatures through a combination of ion seeding and geothermal management.
But many people believe that your Arctic Ocean installation is more risk than certainty. When will we be able to see the truth of this?
Excuse me, do you know where the limb clinic is?
Yes, it's on Xichang Road near the market.
Great, thanks.
.在中国，唯一没有从生物科技热潮中获利的，就是这些平民百姓了。
是啊，看看我，虽然我在大永机械工作，但我还住在贫民窟一样的旅馆里。
那是因为国家在不断的抬高地税，所以房东宁可让观光客住，也不愿意给自己人提供廉价租房。
这肯定是姓赵的家族的想法了。从人民中获利，却完全不回报。I feel like the only place to work around here is TYM. I don't feel like being a part of the machine.
You want to work for that weirdo Hugh Darrow in Panchaea?
That weirdo is gonna stop global warming with his geoengineering project. They're saving the Earth up there.
I heard you can only work there if you have augmentations.
That's true, but I can volunteer to get augmented. Then I get put on a list, and before no time, off to the Arctic Ocean I go.
So instead of being part of a machine, you're gonna turn yourself into one?
它火热的气息会把你烧焦的，我的朋友。
我听说他们想把改变回原来那种。
何家，对那个
那我们这些租房的怎么办？把我们都赶出去吗？
他们不能这么做。
他妈的！
有些人已经在这住了很多年了。
我们可能根本没有选择。人沙现在是
它火热的气息会把你烧焦的，我的朋友。
那么多的外地人来这里消费，他们呢正好
对那个感受到他坏脾气的人仁慈一点。
如果他们不这么做，那就是傻子。
我们还是有一个选择，可以在大中区买一套房子。
你说那片公寓楼，天知道什么时候会盖完。
我的朋友，怎么样？我能帮你吗？还是你还在考虑啊？仁慈一点。他妈的，他是一个真正的婊子。你看不起我啊，老外？你根本不了解这个城市。这个月又得捉襟见肘了。
房租钱又不够了。
嘘，你知道姐很爱偷听别人，我能感觉到她就在那藏着呢。
哦，对，不好意思。哎，你找到工作了吗？
没有，你呢？
也没有。
啊，很好。
Yes, yes. Beds on second and third floor. Showers and laundry in basement. You want a pot?
Access granted. Access granted. Access granted.
“对不起，你不能从这走，我很忙。”
Jensen, I was on my way out.
What are you doing here, Malik? I told you I got this one.
I know. I didn't do anything. Trust me. Van Bruggen's all yours.
Hang on a second. Something's wrong. What is it? Why are you here?
It's nothing. I mean, can't a girl have secrets?
Malik.
Jensen, if you even think of using that Casey mod on me, I will hit you.
I wouldn't dream of it. I'm just concerned, that's all.
Fine, since you're so damn curious. Years ago, I used to live here, remember? My friend, my best friend, Evelyn. She was like a sister to me. Made living here fun. But then there was an accident. She's dead.
I'm sorry, Malik.
Wait, Jensen, let me finish. I thought I was okay with it, but I know she didn't just die. She was killed. Murdered. Her damn scumbag boyfriend did it. I know he did. I knew he was trouble right from the start, but she just wouldn't listen to me.
Malik, easy. If your friend was murdered, the police would have suspected something. They would have investigated.
That's just it. There was no investigation. They said she fell down a flight of stairs like it was some kind of freak accident. But her wounds, the way she died, they don't add up. It's right here in the damn blood spatter analysis.
Blood spatter? You've seen the police report?
Yes. A friend left a copy of it in a pod here for me to pick up. Listen, I know it sounds crazy, but I think there's been a cover-up. I just have to prove it. If I could get my hands on the autopsy report, the one that never surfaced, I know I'd get the truth. Except...
Why do I suspect I'm about to get dragged into something?
Look, Jensen, I'm sorry. I know Van Bruggen is the priority here, and I told you it was my business and I could take care of it. It's just... The more I think about it, the more I realize I'm in over my head. I'm just a pilot. I'm not a damn cop. But I need to know the truth.
This autopsy report. Once you got your hands on it, what were you planning on doing next?
I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm a pilot, not a cop. But I felt I had to do something while I had the chance. Maybe once you get the report and we know what it says, we can improvise.
You said you've seen the police report. Who gave it to you?
An old friend who was also a good friend of Evelyn's. He used to work for the Shanghai PD. He left a copy of it along with a few other things concerning Evelyn in a pod here for me to look at. He also left some instructions on how to contact someone at LIM for the autopsy report he's convinced was intentionally buried.
Why would LIM have anything to do with Evelyn's autopsy report?
Well, if you haven't noticed, the Chinese government has been outsourcing branches of its public services for years. Bell Tower polices the streets, and nowadays LIM does more than just cosmetic surgery. They're often contracted for special cases like Evelyn's.
And what made Evelyn's case so special, you think?
Her boyfriend, Lee. He was at the scene. He had Evelyn's blood on him and tested positive for alcohol and drugs in his system. With his rap sheet, it wasn't looking good for him. But his family, they're on a lot of boards with deep pockets and a lot of reach. They wouldn't suffer the embarrassment of having their son indicted on a suspected murder charge.
Why do you suspect Evelyn's boyfriend had something to do with her death?
Because he was poison, right from the start. Born into money and influence, but never once assuming responsibility for anything. I don't think he's worked an honest day in his life.
So he was a wealthy, pig-headed asshole. If that was reason enough to accuse someone of murder, half the world would be in the pen.
No, there's more to it than that. He's known for violent outbursts, domestic altercations. He nearly killed a kid over some stupid gambling feud. The problem is, his family made him untouchable, even to the police.
And Evelyn was okay with all of this?
She always tried to see the good in people, give him the benefit of the doubt. You could say that's just being naive or even stupid, but I think she was just innocent.
Tell me about Evelyn.
She was beautiful, carefree, loved to have a good time. I met her during my internship for a private transportation and logistics firm here in Shanghai. She was a great pilot, too. Knew how to feel the currents, to push the bird just so. Too bad her talents for reading the wind didn't translate to reading guys.
How so?
She was always getting into trouble with the wrong crowds. And it always had to do with some boy. She knew I didn't like him. Her boyfriend at the time, Lee. It drove a wedge between us, and when we parted ways, it wasn't amicable.
I understand.
She was a good girl, Jensen. She deserved better.
Okay, I'll help. What do you need me to do?
My lead, he works for Lim. He's a systems technician who apparently has access to their entire database. He's willing to hand over a copy of Evelyn's autopsy report.
So you want me to meet him and get the report? Is that it?
Yes, but he'll only respond to a certain phrase. Death and life have their determined appointments. To which he'll reply, riches and honors depend upon heaven.
Christ, Malik, this is starting to sound like something out of a bad spy movie.
I know. He's just trying to protect himself. I didn't pick the damn quote. So just play along and remember the line, okay? You'll find him inside the lobby of the Lower Hengsha Limb Clinic.
Does this guy have a name?
None that I know of. But he apparently goes by the handle Anonymous X. I know.
Anonymous X. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, before I forget, everything concerning Evelyn's incident, newspaper articles, the police report, limb details, it's all inside pod 009 here in the hotel. You should read over everything if you can.
Pod 9. Got it.
I need to go. Contact me with any updates and... Thank you. I really appreciate this, Jensen.
As soon as the installation is
If you would like to hear more of my exclusive interview, I'm circulating a petition to have 2 women on the 2nd floor of the West Wing evicted. Will you sign?
在2楼，为什么？他们干什么了？
It's very obvious they're involved in prostitution.
我知道你在说谁了。
I know this is not exactly a 5-star hotel, but if people want escorts, they can go to the Honghua.
Okay, where I sign?
Thinking of moving in? It's not the best place in Hengsha, but at least it's affordable. Millionaire Hugh Darrow has contacted me personally to deny allegations of involvement in secret United Nations meetings about the augmentation debate. Here's what the man had to say.
城市里的任何商竞争。
你买了什么？
我搞不懂为什么 GA 找不到人来这里修空调，恒沙是最好的。
这简直就是盗罪！我只能抽到通风口鼻来透透气。
搞不好会有什么丑闻从里面爬出来。
靠！我恨这栋楼。
But many people believe that your Arctic Ocean
Hey,
installation is more risky.
you know where I can find some goods?
Maybe.
What about candy? Any good stuff around here?
You may want to check out the storage locker there. Someone near there may be able to help you find what you're looking for.
You buy or sell. I do it all. Look at a computer and see for yourself. Yeah, I will be right here.
Earth's ecosphere is in serious trouble, Eliza. And it's time. Doing this is to modify ocean temperatures through a combination of ion seeding and geothermal management.
Forgive me, Mr. Darrow, but many people believe that your Arctic Ocean installation is more risk than certainty.
As soon as the installation.
My exclusive interview with you, Darrow, log on to
哎，我要去洗个澡。
这么几拳就累了？不会吧？再说，澡堂还没开门呢。
我知道，就算他们开了门，我也不怎么想要去。我告诉你，我付了那么多的房租，到最后还要跟其他12个笨蛋家伙共用一个浴室。这个地方啊，有很多地方跟那个监牢啊没什么不一样。
那你打算找房东谈谈，还是怎么样？
Run， 怎么你的声音听起来很沮丧呢？
我连着5圈都赢，他不郁闷才怪呢。
It's time that we as a species stepped up to make things better. Our best chance of doing
And that cloth is a blood-soaked one, people. Not only because they're both CEOs who profit off people carving themselves up and attaching mechanical toys to their bodies, but because they both answer to... our overlords, or order lords, as I like to call them. Hey, look, at the end of the day, one of these two biotics...
But many people believe that your Arctic Ocean installation is more risk.
Whoever controls the technology...
as soon as the installation is complete.
If you would like to hear more of my exclusive interview with you, Darrow, log on to www.picusweb.com. This is Eliza Cassan reporting to you live from Picus.
干嘛？别烦我啦！
I know what you have in there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I saw you with ferret in your shirt the other day. You know pets are not allowed in hotel.
That's not true!
I tell Mr. Chow if you not get rid of it.
You're a very mean lady.
So stay logged in. And if you're just joining us, it's simple. These biotech corporations are not here to serve you. They're not manufacturing cyber legs for you to be able to run to the bus stop fast. They're not making mechanical legs for a veteran who sacrificed his own body in the bullshit.
你看上去很疲劳，去休息
你
会儿，
看了多久了，帅哥
再回来。？
难道你不想摸摸吗？
If you would like to hear more of my exclusive interview with you, Darrow, log on to www.picusweb.com. This is Eliza Cassan reporting to you live from Picus. It doesn't happen often, but it appears that I may have to retract my posting. Billionaire Hugh Darrow has contacted me personally.
我觉得你这个人很不错，不过我实在接受不了和你在那种地方睡觉。
My visit to Prague
但是
was related exclusively
那是我的家呀。
没别的意思，不过你的家实在太脏了。
哪差啊？
这房子就跟沙丁鱼罐头一边大，连屋里的味道都很像。
我本来想说，要不咱们去旅馆吧，可是这就是个旅馆啊！
天哪， 不会吧？
到这儿来，帅哥。
As soon as the installation is complete.
If you would like to hear more of
There's
my
more of this to
exclusive
come,
interviews.
followers. So stay logged in, and if you're just joining us, check this out. Mind-blowing question I have for you followers. Who's paying for these replacement gyms the Augs are being given at limb clinics across the world right now? I have a
好久了，你还在吗？
Was related exclusively to the project which has consumed all of my attention.
You're referring to the Panchaea Project, the cooperative global initiative that aims at healing our world.
Earth's ecosphere is in serious trouble.
simpler for you followers.
Through a combination of iron seeding and geothermal management.
Forgive me, Mr. Darrow, but many people believe that your Arctic Ocean... For my exclusive interview with you, Darrow, log on to www.pacifist.com. This is Eliza Cassan reporting to you live from Picus. It doesn't happen often, folks, but it appears...
I just don't understand how a city can grow to a point where there can be so many people and so few jobs.
We've been abandoned, that's how. Who wants to open a business when you have to fight for territory with Tong or the Triads?
Well, if something doesn't turn up for me soon, I just may end up knocking on Tong's door.
Can't blame you. Just don't become a harvester, and we can still be friends.
Earth's ecosphere is in serious trouble, Eliza. And it's time that we as a species stepped up to make things better.
听着，拼，我觉得你是个好人，可是我受不了你把你的东西都扔在大厅那。
我也不想的哦，可是我的胶囊房间那么小，放不下那些东西。
拼，那些东西都可以扔了，你不用它们，它们就是垃圾。
但有些是我妈妈给我的。
去问问杰，看他还有没有多余的地方给我们放东西。
我觉得杰不会情愿的吧。
This is Eliza Cassan reporting to you live from Picus.
你怎么吃这个？请不要再烦我。
Our best chance at doing this is to modify ocean temperatures through a combination of iron and geothermal.
Forgive me, Mr. Darrow, but many people believe that your Arctic Ocean installation is more risk than certainty. When will we be able to see the truth for ourselves?
As soon as the installation is complete.
If you would like to hear more of my exclusive
Now, before we get in touch with some of our attachés out in Australia, I have to reiterate something. Let me put this to you plain and simple, followers. Panchaea will never work. If Panchaea actually does one goddamn little thing to stop global warming, I will personally put myself in San Andreas.
So the guy in capsule 143 left his pod door open.
No way.
Yeah, so I couldn't help but sneak a look inside.
And?
He has so much stuff lying around. It's incredible. I could have snatched an e-book or two, but I held back.
Oh, you should have. At least then we'd have some juicy reading material for tonight.
Here's what the man had to say.
My visit to Prague was related exclusively to the project which has consumed all of my attention these days.
You're referring to the pacifist project, the cooperative global initiative that
That's because since he was trouble enough. And it's time that we as a species step up.
Forget it, man. You're not my type.
This isn't a booty call, Van Bruggen. This is about you and some friends of yours I met in Detroit.
Detroit? Yeah, okay. I got it now. You with Serif, right? You were there when I had to pull the plug.
So you admit it. You were running a mole.
The heck, man. Just the heck. Worst decision I ever made taking that gig. As you can obviously see.
You attack my people, Windmill. You hope to walk away from this. You tell me what you know.
Down, boy. I've got no allegiance to that backstabbing bitch who hired me. Especially after she painted a target on my back. The girl you want is Zhao Yunru, Tai Young Medical's CEO.
Tai Young Medical? They're Serif's biggest competition.
How do you think they got that way? Zhao doesn't like competition, see? So she uses hack attacks, blackmail, extortion, anything she can do to destabilize him. No offense, but Serif was just the latest in a long line.
You got any proof of this?
There's a surveillance recording in the Tai Young Tower. I stashed it on the server in case I ever needed an insurance policy.
Not a very smart place to hide it, seeing as you don't work there anymore.
Things got hot before I could move it. And now, I got you to get it for me. Of course, you can't just walk into that place. You're gonna need an employee card encoded with your biometrics to use the TYM shuttle.
Let me guess. You're gonna tell me where to get one.
Hey, I'm always prepared. There's a certain security guard, likes to dabble with the ladies. You'll find him at the Hung Hua Hotel top floor corner room. Sneak in, snatch the card while he's otherwise engaged, and bring it back here so I can code it with the biometrics in your passport.
I was there when you flatlined that Mo, Van Bruggen. You think I'm gonna trust you?
You have to if you want that evidence. Now run along, Serif, man. And don't get too distracted watching the action.
Forgive me, Mr. Darrow, but many people believe that your Arctic Ocean installation is more risk than certainty.